Callahan, and this is my creative problem solving final project. The real world issue related to our course that I chose to focus on was the standardization of the curriculum. So here we have our tree, and the roots that I will go over. The first one is accountability and standardized testing. It's just about like the pressure of getting good test grades to show student achievement in schools. That's kind of like part of the reason why they have this curriculum, is so that the schools and the students, like academics, reflect on these tests. And then we have parental expectations, just kind of like what the parents want to see from the child and what they believe the children are supposed to be getting. It's kind of just what was set forth for them. Workforce needs. Some curriculum is set up to help students reach the skills for potential jobs and they align this curriculum with the skills and knowledge needed for those. Policy and government mandates. The national and state education set up these policies, which is what the curriculum is based around. And then equity and fairness. People just make sure that they're trying to make sure that every child gets the same sort of education like across the world, just so that no matter where you're located, you'll still be getting the same education elsewhere. And then the outcomes of these are, it can hurt students' self-esteem because of the pressure of getting good test grades to show just their achievement on these tests. Can be a lot of stress for the students. And if they don't do good, it might make them think they're not a good learner. An increase in stress and anxiety. The pressure of getting these good test grades will not help students and will just increase their stress. It ignores individual needs. Each student has their own way of learning, and that might be different from the other students, but under this curriculum, they all are forced to learn the same way, so that could be hard for some students. Can narrow curriculum focus. Basically, we could be missing out on a lot of more subjects that the students could be learning, like the arts and history are kind of more forgotten in this standard curriculum. And then limited creativity and critical thinking. The pressure of getting good test grades to show students kind of cuts out on creativity and imagination, and it's more just for like they teach what will be on the test. So here are my possible solutions through divergent thinking. What will probably happen if we do nothing? If nothing is done about the standardization of curriculum, many students can experience difficulty in learning because they are all forced to learn using the same strategy. This can lead to an increase in stress and anxiety in students. It also excludes students' unique talents and skills. What do we prefer to see in a perfect world? In a perfect world, we would prefer to see a curriculum that allows students to express their unique learning skills. We want a curriculum that doesn't teach to test but engages students and makes them excited to learn. And what could we possibly do with little to no time and money? Standardization is necessary, but to a certain extent. We could start by not making it a priority in schools and rather look into students' talents, capabilities, and learning needs and focus on individualizing the curriculum around those skills instead of just having a set-based curriculum that everyone must learn at the same time. So more of the divergent thinking through awareness. This includes talking to the school board, getting the opinions of local teachers, present the benefits to people in the community, and talk to students and get their opinions because their opinions are what matter most. Advocacy. This would start by getting an article out in the school newsletter, holding meetings with those interested in the topic, posting on social media, and just any other way to spread the word throughout the community, just get people involved and interested. Resources you could use would be social media. That's a great way to spread information. School newsletters so that everyone in the community is seeing it. Blogs and journals for parents, and the school website. Is this feasible? Teachers who are passionate about the subject can implement new lessons in the classroom. Students can figure out their learning styles and implement it into their schoolwork. The community can push for change, and more engaging and creative material and lessons plans are necessary. My best fit idea is to spread the word to the community to get people inspired and eager for change. Teachers, students, and parents have the biggest voices and can push for a better education that fits their child's needs. Here are my action steps. Step 1 is to research, gather all the information needed, and make sure you have a good background knowledge so that you can present this to people and know what you're talking about so they believe you and they trust you. And then just put it all together and get it out to people, which is my next step, spreading the word, which was a lot in what I just posted in the previous slide, but to just get the information out to the community, get people interested, get them involved. You can hold meetings, post on social media, just get a group of people, get them together, and just continue to spread the word and get people engaged. And then collecting feedback is my third step, because you can get feedback from parents, students, and teachers to help prove your point of the need for change and to help get a new curriculum. Use their opinions to get everyone on board. And then my final step is to integrate into schools, and we could do this by setting meetings up with the schools to talk about the new curriculum, tell them the opinions that we got from the community, and just show them our research and everything we've gathered, and in the end just bring it to the schools and start finding ways to integrate it slowly. And then here is my final plans. The individuals that are involved would be students, parents, school district, teachers, like anyone in the community. The resources needed would be social media, school newsletters, blogs, journals, school websites, just anywhere where you can get information out. The timeline would probably be about a school year so that they can make the curriculum and then work it into the lessons. And then some potential difficulties we could run into is lack of support, like if the community is not supportive of the idea, or if the school board doesn't allow any change. And lack of changes in our curriculum, even if they claim to make some and only make a couple and they're not much of a change. And then a hopeful outcome could be seeing change in the curriculum that is helping students. Students enjoying learning and are learning more and are less stressed out. Just seeing a change in the students, seeing the change in the curriculum boost their confidence and their self-esteem. And then to evaluate this outcome, it will be evaluated by how much has changed and how well students are adapting to this change and learning. And if they're able to understand the curriculum, that would be even better. And as long as it would just be evaluated by how it is being taught and how the students are reacting. And this is all of my works cited and all the resources I used. Thank you.